Hi guys, it's CHIM'NY, the Blinding Beauty, and this story, let's get into it. So this story is about a farmer named Mr. Abraham. But I know as I'm saying farmer, people are wondering, was he poor? Was he struggling? No, he's not that kind of farmer. He had money, but he wasn't wealthy. He was just comfortable. What do I mean by comfortable? He could afford to send his children to private school. Do you understand? He could afford 3 square meals a day. They were living fine. Now he had like huge land where he was farming, doing different things on it. And at some point, he used to notice a particular family, in this family in particular, they had just a son. They used to go there and they will sleep sometimes on the farm, or they will go and hide and, pick things to eat. So out of the goodness of his heart, he built a shed there. So they automatically knew that the shed was for them, but they couldn't sleep there because they weren't sure. And so one day he left a note and says, you know what, you can be sleeping here as opposed to just hiding in my farm or sleeping on my crops and then they're getting bad. And he told them, you can take crops from so and so section so that you can cook, or you can have fruits to eat and food to cook. And these people started to live there. Now, they had a son. The son's name is Bobo. Bobo was going to like a public school around the area, but sometimes he wouldn't go, sometimes he would go. But because the farm was very close to his house, these people that around them, it's almost like they own everywhere. So it wasn't far from his house. So he used to see when Bobo is going to school, they would greet. And because these people are not like his neighbors, they're staying on his farm, they will pass by, say their highs and their byes and all of that. So one time he realized that Bobo hasn't gone to school in a while, and he asked what happened. And they told him that they cannot afford to take him to school. And this public school is a public school that is basically paying little to nothing. So he puts Bobo in his kid's school, a private school, and told the parents to just be living there, try to get the place a bit better and all that. And he just felt like this is not working. So he made a building, like a building, but not almost like a BQ, somewhere closer to him that is not on the land itself, like at the outskirts of the land, closer to his house, so that he can see. So when they're going to school in the morning, he can take Bobo as well. Bobo will walk to their house, all of that. So he would tell Bobo to come to his house in the morning, so he eat breakfast before he goes to school. Tell Bobo to come after school. Bobo will pass through his house and have eaten, to reduce the workload on the parents, even though the parents were eating free food from his farm. Now he has 4 kids, 2 boys and 2 girls. One day his wife just stands up and leaves, and permanently. No message, no nothing, and nobody saw her again. But backtrack. So when she leaves, she comes back after about 4 years. By then, these children were done with primary school. In fact, he has 4 kids, so like 2 years interval per kid. One was already in her entering senior secondary school. One was finishing, primary school to enter in secondary school. The other 2 were in secondary school. So they were really, really done with primary school, to be honest, the 4 of them. The woman comes back after like 4 years, no message, no nothing, and says she wants to take her kids. And now, knowing his wife, she comes from a very dramatic family. Poor family, but very dramatic. They can drag you, they can be diabolical. So, in order to avoid some kind of stress, he tries to fight for his kids, but he's saying that these people will use their blood and they don't mind hurting their kids just to prove a point to him. He leaves her to go with the kids, but still contacts him for school fees. He will pay. He doesn't know where they stay. He doesn't know where his kids are. He doesn't know the school. But this man paid every dime, every time. He didn't miss it. He said that sacrifice he has to give just to make sure that if his children, that thing where they say that when your children grow up, they will look for their dad. That if they ever grow up and want to look for him, let it be said that he did his part as a father and he never abandoned them. So he kept doing it. But he never took the anger out on Bobo and Bobo's family. He was paying Bobo's school fees. Now, fast forward to about... Bobo was much younger than him. Bobo was a baby, like a baby. These ones were like, at least the last born of this man should have given Bobo 5 years. So Bobo was really small. So now Bobo has finished primary school. Bobo has finished secondary school. His wife has still not come back with his kids, which means that his kids have graduated from university, and he sent them to university, paid for everything. So at some point, this thing started to weigh on the guy because emotional issues can tell on you. And he didn't mind. He would just be going about his life peacefully, never be married, never tried to even follow a man. He just could not understand how his life just went from, you know what I mean? So, Bobo now finishes secondary school. The parents come to thank him, for everything he has done, because that's well over 10 years. And he now tells them he's not done. Bobo will go to university, a university of his choice. Now, Bobo had gotten a scholarship to university, and half scholarship and didn't know how to tell the man that he had gotten admission, and it even came with like a half scholarship. The man now said no, that he should go, that he will pay. And the man paid. Bobo finished university, got another scholarship to do masters. Didn't know how to tell the guy. So Bobo finished university now. He has come back home. Bobo is practically now living in the man's house. So that BQ like thing is just for the parents, because they're just two. What did they really need anything big for? They never worked. Even like, they were just living off the man, and the man didn't mind. So when he came back, he was asking Bobo, oh, how are you? Like, what are your plans? Bobo couldn't talk. So one day he invited the parents to dinner. Bobo had gone out. And he was asking them, like, so what's his plan? Is he going to, like, what does he want to do? Is he interested in getting married? All of these things. And the parents said, yes, but he even got a scholarship, half scholarship again, to go to somewhere and study in Dubai. But he didn't take it because of money. And that is like, Bobo practically leaves me. Why didn't you tell me? He said, Bobo has lived his life off you. Like, you're the reason Bobo is living and breathing. He just felt like it was too much load to put on you and tell you again that he has another thing. That's money. This is not Nigeria. This is international. Like, he said, how much is the money? This man said he will pay. That even if he's to finish his life savings, he will pay. That this is the one child he's seen. It's not like Bobo is doing anything for him or anything, but that he will just further his education. The parents cried. Like, when God just sends someone in your life and say, this one is to be helping you, no matter what no matter the issue. If you think the issue is too big, he will sort it out. Where he will get the money, I will provide the money for. Even if he doesn't have it, I'll provide it for him just to sort you out. That's the kind of situation that Bobo's family were in with this man. This man found the money and paid for Bobo to go to Dubai and study, was it robotics engineering? Something in that line. And he studied it. And when Bobo was done, Bobo, when companies are looking for you, Bobo was that sought after child where he was like a genius. Everybody wanted him. His brain was fire. My gosh. Yeah, robotics engineering. And he just kept getting, those kind of people that their life looks like it's impossible. 3-6 months, they're promoting you. Another one, like, his salary was just getting different offers. He can switch jobs sometimes in 6 months to a year. He's gotten a better offer. This boy's life was just... And this man has still never heard from his kids till as of when Bobo was talking about all the things. So he invited his parents, like, I want you to come and see how I'm doing in Dubai. At least visit me, called his dad, which is Mr. Abraham. And he's like, I need you to come and see how I'm living. I know you know what I do, but see my life in Dubai. Visit me. Be here, just my life is possible because of you. So he flew all of them in. And Mr. Abraham was even trying to let him pay for his flight. He said, how? Nah, I make money. Paid for all of them, flew them to Dubai, brought them to his house, and then told them he has a property that he wants to show them. That's his first condo, because he didn't tell them over the phone. And then he takes them to the house, and he brings the key out, and he gives the key to Mr. Abraham. And he said, I'm relocating you fully to Dubai. I'm also relocating my parents, but my parents will be staying with me. They will stay with me until I can buy a bigger place or a bigger house. But this house is for you. The first thing I will buy with my money that is a property or anything big cannot be for me. It has to be for the person that made my life possible. The parents had zero objection. Like, it's a no-brainer to be honest, maybe not a no-brainer, but if you have sense, you should know that it's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Parents were so happy, so grateful. They were like, when you're proud of your son, then you now become, let's say, prouder of your son because of the kind of decisions he's making. The man was looking at this boy like, I don't understand. He said, yes. Like, as he's there, what is he doing there? He's lonely. He's never married. Nothing. Nobody's taking care of you. Nobody. So you might as well just relocate to Dubai. In fact, I don't know what you have there, but you might not need to go back. You can just stay here. The man said, no, let him go and tidy up things. He still has a farm. Let somebody be in charge. All of those things. Then he can come. After 3 months, he actually did come back to Dubai and stayed in Dubai in his own condo, bought in his name, not a case of maybe believing here. No, everything belonged to him, fully furnished with a car waiting for him. And he was just looking like, the ones that I gave birth to abandoned me, forgetting all my sacrifices, how I was that present dad, taking them to school, bathing them, everything. paying to their university, and they never thought for once to ask, where are you getting this money? What you do is farming. Farming can give money, but yes, but still, because these things can mess with your mind that you won't even be able to function. And say, look at what the one that I was just nice or good to did for me or is doing for me. He was thinking to himself. Now, as you would have it, Bobo has a boss who is single, a nice young lady in her late 40s. That's one of the story seats. So he has a dinner, like celebrating another promotion that he got. This is as of the time the man had relocated. And, Bobo was a nice person. So people wanted to know about him, his life. He had told them about his family, the dynamics, how he made it in life. He wasn't hiding it. He wasn't trying to be that kid that is, I'm a rich kid. No, I came from nothing, and he was proud of it. Told them about his 2 dads and his mom, and how this man was instrumental to his life and what happened to him. Now, his boss, her father owns the company and a chain of companies. The woman is a silent billionaire in dollars. Forgive me. But yeah, so she already started taking interest in Abraham from all the wonderful things she's heard. And being that he's single, okay. So she meets Mr. Abraham when they're having dinner. She likes him because, to be honest, Mr. Abraham is, how, I don't know if you guys watch Beauty in Black, but you know how Mr. Ballery is. Mr. Abraham is that kind of guy. So even with all these problems, it's kind of people that have like rugged fineness, like your life situation does not show on you whether you are doing well or not. You're just fine. You have money, you don't have money, you are beautiful. Rugged, that's how Mr. Abraham is. Fine man. Oh gosh. So she sees him like this. She loses all composure. She's in love with this man because, good man, prayerful man with sense, hardworking man. And then, but what tries to whine him like, Daddy, you like her because she's nice, but because of the burn from the last one. it's well over 25 years now, no problem, but still. He said, no, this one you will like her, and you will stay there. So they start to do show. Now it's the man that's paying her to get, but 1 year down the line, he finally, takes the courage to ask her out because she was always coming around him. She visited. They actually built a friendship, and then he asked her out. And then in the process, after he told her everything again, she's like, "Did you ever get a formal divorce, like a proper divorce?" And he's like, "No, because I don't know where they are." So she says, "Let's travel to Nigeria and go and file for divorce." They did. And with her money, she got the best of the best lawyers, filed for divorce. The woman was so quick to sign the divorce papers because she had gone to marry somebody else. And that one was dealing with her. How she was in love with that kind of person, I don't know. Sometimes I don't used to understand that gender. And the gender, yeah, I don't used to understand them, but it's okay. Anyway, she was in love. And the man signed divorce papers. She was like, I don't understand. I ruined your life. You want to divorce me now? We've already been divorced. Sign the divorce papers. As if they signed divorce papers like today like this, the man signed his own. In less than 2 days, they were out of the country again. And that same month, towards the end of that same month, these people were getting married. And beautiful, intimate, lavish wedding. The man was even uncomfortable because it's like, is it you and your father that will be providing? Of course, he had money, he has saved up and everything, so he wanted to pay for the wedding. The woman refused though. Now, no, she wants to contribute. The man said, I will do the wedding I can do. I will give you a good wedding, but I will do what I can afford. She said, no, that you have suffered all your life. You've taken care of people all your life. The reverse is my case. I have enjoyed all my life and I've been taken care of all my life. Now, allow me to take care of you. I know as a man, as a good man and a provider that you are, it's not your nature. So you can't receive from women, but allow me love you, take care of you. The part that busted my head. The father saw that, her father saw that he likes farming so much. Now he's in his late 50s and all that, no problem. But the man said, you know what? I will give you, continue doing a business here. I will not be part of the company. I already have a company set up for you. My name is not there. Even my daughter's name is not there. You own the company. I have provided the staff and all of that. So you actually run the company how you want. But I just want you to have something so that you don't feel like you're not doing anything. No, it's my money. This one is your own. I'm not interested. If you have issues, you can come to me. But run it as you please. Nobody's name. There's no secrets, attachment, nothing. This is you. A multi-million-dollar company, not nonsense company. A company that is almost like a par with where Bobo is working. That kind of thing. He just gives it to them and removes his name from everything there. He's like, okay, I want. He said, no, I'm not. I'm not even trying to put my daughter's name so you don't feel like, and because my daughter's own, then tomorrow something will happen. He said, even if you're my daughter divorced tomorrow, this company is yours. It is yours. That's why I'm not trying to put her name. If you choose to put her name later, that's fine. But this one is you. Like, it's for you. Take it as your blessing from God. I don't know how to explain it. Hey, guys. Whew. And that's how this man became a millionaire overnight. Now, I mean millionaire in dollars. I'm not talking about rubbish, but overnight. Had the family he didn't have because Bobo is already still his son. The parents didn't even mind him adopting him legally, but he's like, no, you are alive now. I mean, I'm just going to be the and the added dad. And he, was with this man. After a year of their marriage, she got pregnant and she gave birth. I think the message or the lesson I learned, like I said, for some reason I always find the gospel in my stories and I don't know why. But what I picked from this one is, when you think it's over, God will shock you. And that thing they say, or that thing rather the Bible says, exceeding abundantly what you can ask or think or imagine. Could he have imagined a life like this? In his mind, he would have visited Dubai and come back home. Would he have thought of owning a condo in Dubai? Not only thought about owning a condo in Dubai, would he have thoughts of marrying somebody that made his status change in every way? As in every way possible. He's now not just a property owner, he's a business owner legally in a foreign country. He now has a child. He has a woman that adores the ground that he walks on. A woman that just wants to love on him and take care of him. A hard-working woman from a beautiful family who, even though they are wealthy, because to be honest, some wealthy people, emphasis on some, can be very funny, and they marry themselves all the time. There's a cabal, so to say, but they know this man's story. They adore this man. They're not even acting like they're the ones that give this man the money. Do you know how an Igbo man respects his son-in-law? Like, if my son-in-law makes a decision, that decision is law. That's the kind of regard and respect they have and that they give to this man. How else, if not God, can you get this kind of thing? Where do you want to see it? How do you want to smell it? Where does it want to come from? Like, they're living so good. They are so happy. They are so happy. Bobo's parents are happy in Dubai. People that were looking old when Bobo was small, they look younger than how Bobo looked when Bobo was in primary school. Good living, good life, money. Money is good. Don't let anybody tell you rubbish. I'm so happy. I'm so glad. My heart is full. That man, his situation did not change him. Didn't make him a bitter person, an unhappy person, and not because he didn't have those moments, but he didn't change his character. He maintained it and still took care of Bobo, knowing that if my biological children could do that to me, how much more you who's not from my blood? But he didn't care. He did what he had to do, and see how God blessed him. I keep saying this thing: family is not necessarily blood. Family is who's loyal to you, who shows you love, who loves you, who can take a bullet for you, who will show you love and they mean it, who is the same in your front and who is the same at your back, who got you, like who would give everything for you, and not because they want anything back, not even because you're doing for them back, because all this man was doing in Bobo's life and their parents' life was pouring, and he wasn't expecting anything back. He wasn't even expecting thank you, because where do they want to get to give him back? But look at how God blessed him. Look at that. Bobo was like, my parents don't need a house. They'll live with me. When I marry, they'll still live with me. What's the worst that will happen? I'll get a house and maybe put them in the penthouse, or get a smaller part, or get maybe two flat, and they'll live, but they'll always be with me. That's like, the person that cannot take them cannot marry me. But my point is, when you hear some things, they sound like a lie, but they are true. Because they are too good. The fact that something is too good to be true does not mean that it's not true. Does not mean that it's not happening. Anyway, This made me really happy. I'm so happy for that man, because there's nothing like living blissfully and living a fulfilled life when you thought that life couldn't throw you any more balls, you know what I mean? And you're doing it in old age. You are happy. You're waking up and thinking you are dreaming, and you're seeing that it's not a dream. Everything is real. God is good, oh. God is good, oh. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this story.